today we're on Bug Rock Edition. And today we are gonna be using an NB kit that I used the base off of somebody else's. They're fine with me uploading a video of this, so I'm going to. First we got some slab blocks. This is basically just a slab block. I mean, it has more durability than a normal block. There's two others. That's about it. There's also candle cake. Basically, this cake with candles. Then there are lit blocks, Jango respawn anchors, smokers, and redstone. It's actually very good for decoration when you don't want to smelt. Legal blocks are actually pretty good for building materials oftentimes. There's also sign blocks, where you can basically place them in the air. Or well, not. There are, not placed in the air, certain types can't. Like, some sign blocks. Another, they're basically just signs, but the block version. Don't ask how that works. And then there's wall sign blocks. Wall sign blocks is basically the version for walls. Don't ask how this one also works. It's also strange. Yeah. Thing with wall sign blocks is that you can place them on the ground without a barrier, and they're just like that. So again, those are also useful for building. We have some illegal maps. Just an unknown map and map 0. We've also got cauldron. It's just different levels. I may have accidentally put water instead of lava. Yeah, but you kind of get the point with this, right? Right? Also some education edition stuff. Gosh, why when I hold the item does it show I'm pretty sure, is there a command to disable light? Basically you've got the slate block. Basically just a slate like high. It's like a chalkboard. And then you've got the actual chalkboard block. And when you place this, it's blank. This is like one of the many blocks that don't actually place. Again, your experience may be different if you're an actual education edition, because this was built for education edition. Also, we have weird banner. This immediately breaks. You can use it to troll some friends. Of course, it doesn't always immediately break. It immediately breaks if you place it on a wall, but if you place it on the ground, it's fine, but you have to break from the bottom. So again, it's a bit glitchy, but it can work. There's also half batter, you just immediately break, and may or may not cause issues with the game. I mean, it depends. Sometimes, with my experiences, it causes issues. Sometimes it does not. This is one of the lucky moments, let's say. Per se. There's also just loot tables. To just loot of things that can drop. Fine, I'll show you guys an example. See, it's just stuff that can drop from a witch. This is coral that immediately breaks. It's called wall. Well, some of it immediately breaks. But immediately breaking coral. So again, it's pretty funny. I'll just put. Where is the darn thing? Whatever. Just gonna put this here. We also have some weird books. Some written books that aren't actually written. I think I might be able to edit this with that book. Oh no, that's Horion command. There's a photo book which is just photos. I mean, like, there's not too much. There's also a 311 page book. You can't load past 50 pages. Important to know, again, I made this game, so you really cannot edit past 3. But there's 311 pages. You can see that it's there. If I go into Notepad, I can actually edit this right now to probably I could give it more like thing. So we can just pretty much give it more like pages like this. Control. So if we just go here and do this. Oops, I meant to do Control V. But oh great. And yeah. Sure. It has a lot of this, but at least you can have like lots of pages. And by doing this, Control A, Control C. This may or may not crash my game, so let's just hope for the best. And it can crash Snipping Tool. And it's yeah, you can easily make mistakes. So it didn't work. It worked some other time. You also have actually that's probably for the best. Yeah, that would definitely crash my game. We've got no clip blocks. These were discovered by No E184 or something similar to that. It works by putting. Are you kidding me? Bug rock? So it works by putting a moving block that's a string with an overlay of grass blocks with no collision. So you can basically move, um uh uh um 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 um, 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 uh kids there. Oh no, oh no. Ah, again, kids unfair. I need some I need some weapons. I need weapons. I need a weapon. Yes, we've got some weapons. Yeah, we've got pretty good weapons. So that's about it. Ah, and um, we've also got 1 HP armor. And that 1 health. That's not really illegal. This is more for aesthetic. This is less illegal, more aesthetic. I mean, we've also got these custom spawners that can spawn different things. We've also got unplaceable cake, which is actually behaves pretty weird. Aside from the fact you can't place it, you cannot rename it with the .rename command, and you can only rename it with animals. And if you rename it with NBT data and try and load it, it won't load. So it's pretty weird, to say the least. Oh, why do I always forget where I place the darn kits? Is there more, like, monsters? I swear. Oh no, Bug Rock. Not again, Bug Rock edition. We've also, and I'm a Bedrock player. I read page drop. We've also got Encased Dragon Eggs. Fake Enchanted Golden Apples, which just get the effect of normal on that. This is done. You wanna know how it's done? Oh, it's actually just done by... Yeah, it's basically just, it's done by putting an enchanting effect, like, animation over a golden apple. There's an already loaded crossbow, which is not that much, to be honest. It's not that good. We've also got... No, don't give me more. No, please. No, whatever. This is basically just, an education edition like torch. Or it could be something else, don't know. This is just a god potion that'll give you a lot of effects if you break it, I think. Now it's giving me all of this. Now it's normally high. Also, there's camera block. I got caught in 4K. A lightning spawner, which even if you break, you have to reload the world in order to get rid of. Um, a crystal spawner thing. That just does whatever it does. And uncanny. This is what uncanny does. You you do not want this placed in your world. It'll eventually lag the heck out of it. We got some cocaine synthesized by Dr. Zet. Uh, and then X-ray blocks. You can't actually see ores with them, but you can see underground. Look at this. Look, look. This is actually a Minecraft placeholder block. But look, get this. I can literally use this to cheat. I can use this to cheat in the game. And then this is just placeholder block. This is just X-ray blocks, but it's the actual name of it instead. Then we have the classic legals. We have the portal block. I see this all the time in 2v2 TMCPE. The jigsaw block, structure block, and four-frame border tile, and then the 9, being a mammal, my long hair, and the battle awareness, stop camera, soul fires, water, lava, tile, and portal. Important note, you can only place soul fire on actual soul sand, and fire on no on soul sand. Oh, and by the way, just water blocks, you can actually place this in the nether. You can place this in the nether. Alright? This is an education edition block. This is a corrupted education edition block that even with it basically works by loading it as a glow stick black, but in education edition it has the red color. So yeah. Don't know why oh no, we're in the water. I'm pretty sure the water caused the weird bug rock thing. I think Bedrock edition has more bugs on PC. Sugarcane, bubble column, redstone dust, but the actual block, useless spawn egg. Oh, and unplaceable. What do you know? Unplaceable tape. I could have turned those two barrels into one kit, but I was like, hey, it'll look bigger. So we're gonna use this actually for last because it's gonna destroy this whole world. Oops, up the kit. Gotta pick up the kit. This is just a bunch of realm nukers. There's some placeholder ones. But we're gonna try that last because that's gonna nuke the whole realm. Nuke the whole world. Now, anyways, we've also got command block exploit items, which is just one to fill it in. But the person who made the base where I finished the final product actually loved this the most alongside the custom spawners. This one just created yourself. Well, should. Hey, work. Execute. Execute. You will. The repeatedly kills everybody and everything. Alright, so now we've done this. We're just gonna disable command blocks. And then we go back to this. Where is it? You see this? That's the minecart we just killed. There's also the Says everyone's game mode to adventure repeatedly one. This one's also really good for realm nukers. Well, not realm nukers, but trolling a person. It says personal game mode. And then, like, flash. Also, the gives yourself aim assist. This one just gives yourself aim assist. Aim assist is basically with a bow. It makes the arrow go slightly more towards whatever hopefully you were trying to attack. Aim assist is like basically practically beta feature. Bedrock edition. I'm sorry since I always play you, but you are Bug Rock edition. Alright, and next up, Team Wono Nuke. Despite the fact this uses this is actually one of the best nukes, despite the fact that's one of the worst nukes at the same time. I mean, it's actually pretty good. Normally that would work, whatever. Can we have a nuke that actually is gonna work? Ah, there it is. Oi! Oh, you're a command block minecart. Work! Okay, seriously. What about the wild nuke? Okay, the nukes are not working for some reason, even though they normally would. But anyways, that's about sums it up for this video. Don't know why the nukes didn't work, but see you whenever I see you. And I'm not actually seeing any of you guys, you're just digital people watching this video, haha.